Hey guys, Dragoon here, and I'm coming at you with a new video, or really a new premise of, I guess what I want to say is, I want this to be like a new, video series. I've been trying to rack my brain around how I could, bring content to my channel other than with, live streams and other stuff. I wanted to play more of, the MLPCCG. You guys like my deck my box opening videos, but that costs like a little bit of money. So I've been trying to think of just ways that I can just keep on uploading more stuff, and it just hit me today a really cool idea, and I want to call it. Um, I'm still working on the title, but for right now, I think I'm just going to call it episode deck profiles. And basically, what episode deck profiles are is basically cards from all the sets that have been released so far, minus whatever I have right now, which is up to Equestrian Odyssey. I think I don't have a lot of Equestrian Odyssey cards as of yet. I just ordered some, but I don't know if I'm going to make a opening of that. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to look at some of those cards. I get them sometimes, and I'll show you like pictures or whatever. But back to episode deck profiles. Basically, I just thought, what if you made a deck that was just based on an episode? And as soon as I thought about that, I thought about this after I watched the newest episode called Hearthbreakers. And I was like, oh my god. I just immediately thought of all the different cards we had of the characters, and I was like, you know what? You could probably make a deck out of this. And I'm just like, oh my god, this would make a great video series. So as you can see, I got my mod Open Poetry Slam as per the end of her episode. But it's been a while since I uploaded stuff about cards. But basically, this deck is going to be orange and pink. I don't know if you can still choose two mains to start out with. I know you only use one, but I don't know if you can have a choice before each match. I don't really like to choose between two of them, but this is just to exemplify. These are the colors we're working with, of course. We have Mod Pie, Rockin', and then Pinkie Pie, Ponky Pony, or Pokey Pony, not Ponky. I'm thinking about Ponkapoo or whatever. That one card from, I don't know which set, but yeah. These are the mains I would recommend. I'll flip them over so you can see their other sides. And hopefully you can see them. I know there's a glare. I'm recording this off of my phone. It's totally fine. So there's Rockin'. It gets +1 power for each card type in your discard pile, which is great for the cards I'm going to show you. And then Pokey Pony, everybody knows what this does. You can basically exhaust it at a problem, and then you retire one of your friends to dismiss another friend. So it's very good for getting rid of pesky cards. But these are the two that I would use for this deck profile. But let's get to the main deck. Now this deck isn't really finished. Just because I try to keep. I'm kind of making these rules up as I go. I'm going to try to keep within the aesthetic of the episode, or what the episode represents, but and also as far as the characters that are in it. But I know there's some cards that are specific to each episode, or that's more specific to an episode. So I guess I'll explain more about that later. First, of course, we got Cloudy Quartz. She was kind of weird in the episode, but she has supportive 2. She has no power in her card form. No power. You don't have to run 3. This is just for fun. These are in no way a competitive build whatsoever. I don't do competitive. We got 3 Igneous Rock. When you play this card, it gets +1 until the end turn, so it becomes a 2 for a turn. Not bad. I think it can use an update. Something more strong. And then, of course, we got 3 Granny Smiths. Yes. This is from the premiere. This is the greatest miss for the premiere set. If you don't know, when you play this card, you can move a resource from one friend to another. So, I got resources in here. We'll get to them later. A pretty cheap card, but you know, Granny Smith was in the episode. And then I'm only running this just for the hell of it. Pie Sisters, 2 of a kind. This is a I forget if this was a promo card. Of course, it's a foil. It has stubborn random. You exhaust this card to give it pink until the end of the turn, so it's good for an orange-pink deck like this one. And it does count as mod and pinky in all zones, but I mean, there's a bunch of cards that name pinky, but there's no cards that name mod at this point that I'm aware of. There might be some in High Magic that I'm not aware of. And then this one's pretty cool. And then we have our orange mod, because there's actually different mod cards that I have. Sorry, I gotta have the camera. The camera's focusing. Like I said, I'm on my iPhone, but these are the same card, just different pictures. This is a promo, I think. And then this is the foil that you get from a pack. But they both have the same effect. This card cannot be dismissed, moved, or put into your opponent's hand from play by opponents. Or put into its owner's hand. So she can't be... it's weird. I mean, you can dismiss her. Which is kind of like... I think the Pinkie Pie main Pokepony is good. And then this is a new card I got. Applejack Cutie Mark Consultant. And, of course, there wasn't any Cutie Mark Consulting in the episode, but this is just a blank 4/4, and it's Applejack, so we had to have, like, an Applejack card, and I thought this was the most appropriate one. And being that it was just so plain and powerful. And then because Apple Bloom got her Cutie Mark just an episode or two ago, we got Apple Bloom Remarkable. Exhaust this card and discard a card. Exhaust and discard a card to pay one less for your next card. You play this turn, so she can make stuff cheap. But it's Apple Bloom just for the hell of it. And then we have just one Big Mac Immense Apple. Yep. You know what he does. Now we get that's all the orange cards for this set. Sorry, my camera's like all around, but our pinks are 3 Mod Pie Having a Blast, and this one's foil. So always run your foils because foils are pretty. But this is just a plain 2 for 2 for pink. So it's cool that there's a mod for pink and orange. So running like a Mod Pie deck would be really cool. And then this one, you might be wondering like, why am I playing? Like, why would you ever play this? Like, Pinkie Pie, Cloney Pie? What? Why? She didn't have any clones. Well, then how do you explain all those pink hooves when she was counting? I mean, she can't make all those hooves. Her clones are still out there. And plus, this is just a great card to have. Like, if you get this out, like, you're probably not going to fail any face-offs because of her effect. You can read that. I'm not going to read it. You guys know. Then our last pink card is another Pinkie Pie card. Not a lot of cards. We got Pinkie Pie Life of the Party because I thought this was a nice... it's an all-around good card. Plus, all you need is... if you want to run the orange Mod Pie card as your like starter, then this card you only need Mod Pie Having a Blast, the pink Mod Pie, to have it. And of course that one's foil. Remember, run your foils. If you have them. Okay, now that's all of our friends. Now we got resources. I only have one of the locations, of course, the Pie Family Rock Farm. And it's okay. It's actually, I just noticed, it's the only card that has marble and limestone pie on it. And they're fillies. Oh my god, Marble is so fucking cute. I can't get over it. Sorry for the cursing. Pardon my French. And then we have like 3 Vital Stand for the heck of it. Just because, you know, Exhaust this card and one of your other cards to add its power. So, you know, we run a lot of, like, there's a lot of high-powered cards in here, so... Exhausting and whatnot. Lots of exhausting. And potential dismissing. Oh, shit. I actually grabbed a couple cards. It's actually the other one. 2 Welcome Wagon. This card's pretty interesting. You play on a friend, and then after your opponent's friend enters play at that friend's problem, you can retire this resource to exhaust that played friend. So, lots of exhausting. Not that Welcome Wagon was in it, but, you know, pie family, you know, the families were welcoming each other, so that's my thing. On that one, then, of course, we have, I put too much pie in here, but I kind of see it as too much soup. Because that soup did not look good, AJ. That soup. That looked good. Do you have the same reaction that Twilight has? Just, bleh. Okay, now we get to our events. Didn't have a lot of events that was appropriate. There's only one that was really appropriate. I have 3 Catch Me in here. Not that there was a lot of falling, but there was a lot of getting off of a rock. If you know what I mean. Plus, it's really cool, like, retiring this. This card actually works better with another Apple card. I forget. It's not Granny Smith, it's the other one. Auntie Applesauce, I think, because if she's dismissed, she gets put back in your hand, so Catch Me would be better in an orange-pink deck. With her. I'm just saying. This is the most appropriate card, I think, in this entire deck. The color corrector. Pinky Apple Pie. Choose a pink or orange friend, you get 1 pink or 1 orange till the end of the phase. Of course, there's also a new card called Makeover, which is basically just all around better. But this was more of this card's more of the you know, the pies and the apples getting together. Then I also have like a simple mix-up, which is kind of weird, but I thought. You know, gaining control of other stuff. I just thought it would be better to play. I was just looking for stuff. I just thought this would, you know, that's kind of like the reaction to like everything. I think no, actually I know why. Because this is the reaction you have when you want to ship Marble and Big Mac. It's like, what are you doing? Why? It's a simple mix-up, guys. It's a simple mix-up. Now, I wasn't going to put any troublemakers because I really don't like troublemakers, but then I remembered it's a Hearthwarming Eve episode, and it was all about the Wendigos, so technically, I only have 1 Wendigo, but if you have 3, you could probably run 3 Wendigos, just to be in the spirit of the episode. So we got Wendigos. Yeah. So then we get to the problems. There weren't that many problems that I saw that I had that... The problems are really specific. They don't have any, like, really, all-encompassing ones. This is the most, this one was the most that had to do with the episode, I think. Cheering up a friend, because both AJ and Pinkie Pie were pretty bummed out that their families couldn't, like, get together at the beginning, so, you know, cheering up a friend. And then, of course, later in the episode, the big rock. I can't remember what the rock's name is now. The rock fell, so we have Rock Slide. So, yeah. Yeah. I know you're supposed to run like 10, but like I said, I couldn't find any others, and this is just for fun. And, let me know what you think in the comments below about, like, all this stuff. Would you like me to, like, continue doing this? Like, making all these making all these decks, like, even though they wouldn't be competitive, this is just, like, fun for me. Hey, you're going, like, ooh, like, you know, you would never, like, I don't think anybody would ever run, like, Mod Pie, or, like, any of these cards. Like, any of these cards together. Like, why would you do that? Like, not competitively, but, you know, just for fun. So, I'll see you guys next time. And hopefully with another deck profile. See ya.